And these guys were at that time, LA had at least 100 nightclubs that guys would play in from time to time. We don't have it anymore at all, unfortunately. But these guys, I ran into these guys, and they had on green jackets and beige pants and white shoes, and they were singing, playing. They had 4 horns and 4 guys in the rhythm section, and they were doing routines and everything. I said, well, my God, this is what I want to do. So I decided to put a band together. I started with myself and 3 other guys, and eventually added people, and only guys that came wanted to play with us, and kept coming back and just wanted to play with us. Not that somebody just dropped by every once in a while, but anyway, those guys I added to the band till I eventually had 9 people. And that's it was at that time it was Charles Wright and the Wright Sounds. And then we got involved with Bill Cosby as his backup band, and did a couple of albums with him as a singer, and we did a hit single with him entitled Little Old Man, and became his backup band, and they adopted the name of the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band, and that's how the band got started, and he got us a contract with Warner Brothers Records.
That's amazing.
And yeah.
That's magical.
Well, yeah, it was not that quick though, but it was a good road, because between there, I became a studio musician, and which is how I got involved with Cosby. I became a studio musician. I was playing on quite a few other people's records, a lot of people's records. Yeah.
And you started very young. I mean, that's a quick question that I really want to bring to your attention. What do you suggest to some of these new artists, performers that are coming out today as far as getting into the business? What's the right road to take?
Unfortunately, the business has changed a lot from when I got into it. And then that's unfortunate. In some ways it's fortunate, you know. In those days, there were a lot of kids getting into the business. Like I say, when I went to this school, there were 5 groups on that campus that had records on the radio.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, none of them got paid. You know, it was they were just glad to be on the stage, and people took advantage of them.
What do you think about this whole downloading music today? You know, the direction that the music industry has taken. It's
taken a downturn, for as I can see. I mean, because it's not just downloading; they call it sampling. I mean, the kids are now making the music from music that we've already made. Nobody's creating anything.
This is true. The old school music, the success, the sound that really lasts. It's very classic, and it continues to really be very successful to this day.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they're not actually creating music.
They're not creating anything new, really, and they're going and with some of them are, you know, but most of them, for the most part. And what I don't like about it is that the music has no heart and soul, that thing, that inner thing to make you bounce, because it's going through a computer first. It's computerized music.
Right.
Instead of musicians. My theory is that, you know, when people start playing together, music, it's like playing football or baseball or anything else. The thing that gives it the heart and the soul is the inner, I'm reacting off of what you're doing, and you're reacting off of what I'm doing. It's a godly thing comes into it.
It is, the presence, that vibe, vibration.
But when you got this metronome going, click, 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 and you start playing with the metronome, you can't possibly have the soul that the music deserves to have. That's what God gave us, you know, that's the thing that God gave us to keep us happy and keep us emotional.
Yeah.
And we're not emotional anymore because we're on a metronome. We're walking down the street, don't even see each other, can't speak sometimes. Hello? God don't even hear you speaking.
Well, I feel the passion from you. I mean, very emotional, very in tuned, and that's really beautiful. It really is. I totally agree with what you're saying.
Thank you, darling.
I do. I think we can hear a little bit. I want to hear a little bit off of the new release that you have.
Okay.
Can we get a close up of the CD cover and play a little sound from the track?
Okay, finally got it right.
Finally got it right.
Yeah.
Charles Wright.
Yeah, this is line dance song.
Ah. And what about that Protect Yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about writing that. Protect Yourself?
Oh, you see where we were getting the award downtown there at City Hall a few minutes ago? Well, they were giving Stevie Wonder and myself and ex-mayor Tom Bradley's wife and a couple other people awards that day. And when I was leaving, Stevie grabbed me by the arm and said, "Charles, you guys should make a record called Protect Yourself, you know." And he started singing Express Yourself, but he's just saying Protect Yourself.
Okay.
I said, yeah, that's a good idea, you know. I think I'll give it a try. So I went home and I started working on it. And within a week or so, I had come up with the Protect Yourself. And the reason he asked me to do this was for the children, so they would protect themselves from catching venereal disease, especially AIDS.
Wow. And
of course, I threw a lot of other stuff in there too, but I think I nailed that song pretty well. I'm sitting there wondering why Stevie ain't playing it on the station.
Oh, uh-oh.
Watch out, Stevie.
Uh-oh. Now, what are some of the lyrics?
Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Well, geez. Ask me that without the music, but I can't even think. Well, it said protect yourself. It said be sure you want to go there before you go there and all that stuff. And I said, if you really want to be a king, a lady's king, make sure you wear a crown.
Uh-oh, okay, okay. Very good.
And it also says, you know, you've got so much to look forward to. So get what you got and do what you do. Protect yourself. Do it good. Lift up the hood. And God's in your corner. I mean, you got God in you. All you got to do is admit it. We have God inside of us. So much to live for, you know.
It's an excellent
message. So protect
message.
yourself. You know, I'm not putting the lyrics in their context, but that's basically some of the things that I'm trying to say there.
It's an excellent message.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Now, I want to know, we want to know, what's your outlook for the music industry today? What direction or what do you think it can do to improve?
It needs to digress a little bit. Need to come out of the computer back into the human heart. We should start making music with our hearts and souls, because that's what God gave us music for.
Yes.
I mean, you know, a guy come home from work, he's got all kind of problems, you know, and he don't have any kind of release. He might take it out on his wife, you know. But if you give him something to